As a user, as the user is using my card, can he say, right now I want to see the temperature on there?
So, like affecting behavior of the application based on user input?
Yes.
We don't have very good examples for that yet, but that sort of thing definitely can be done. An example of the personalization was seen earlier today with the docs rules rule that allowed you to submit your name and email address. If you click no thanks, for the rest of your browsing session, it didn't come up again. And that's an example of setting a flag on saying, no, I don't want to see this anymore, and it will no longer show you that notifying. That makes sense? So Danny's got some really cool stuff. I don't want to take any more time away from him. I will be talking again tomorrow, and I'll be at dinner. So come accost me with any questions you have.
Okay, thank you, Sam. Okay, the next person up, Danny Kvade. He is from Frame Action Media. He is a Kynetx bar. He's done some couple of really cool things. Danny is a real creative guy, so we will turn this time over and let Danny show us a couple of his applications.
Great. I turned it off. Switch on the top of it.
Okay, check.
1, 2, check. There we go.
Okay. Well, unlike Jesse and Jam, I'm not a Kynetx employee, but I was there at the onset of the app builder and some of the beginnings of what we were trying to do with Kynetx, building rules that would stretch an experience across the web, give certain companies the ability to issue an information card. There wasn't a browser extension at the time, but an information card. And so for me, it was a real, it was a lot of exploring that was going on. And I was mostly in the demos that I'm going to show you today were just an opportunity for me to go out and experience the app builder, try to build something, because I wasn't much of a programmer myself. I was more of a marketer. I wanted to take an idea to an existing company, show them what the technology could do, and then let them think of ways that might help their business grow using the technology. So I'm showcasing something more from a marketing standpoint, going in and giving an existing company ideas on how this might work for them. The company that we built out the application for was Skull Candy. It's a headphone company out of Park City, Utah. They have a user base that's anywhere from 18 to 35 years old, so very, Gen X type, extreme games. Irreverent is a good, way. So they're not afraid of downloading extensions. They're not afraid of having experiences on the web that are a little bit maybe, risque, a little bit edgy. So I took that into mind when I was going in and representing some of these things. I also worked with their marketing department prior to going in and created these demos based on some things that they said to me what they wanted to do in their marketing efforts. So in listening to them, I'm all, okay, I can create demos that are really going to spark interest in what they're trying to accomplish as a marketing department and hopefully get the deal. So one of the things that they wanted to do was start to create this way of, and I'm trying to get the right words for it, a way to point out certain companies that they would recommend, whether it be ski resorts or whether they wanted to showcase certain products that they recommended in sponsorships. So, for example, if you were to type in, I'm going to show kind of a Google annotation or a search engine annotation. If a Skull Candy card holder were to type in Ski Utah, with the Skull Candy card installed, you'll note that they recommend Snowbird. And so as a card holder, they can starting to build content. Why do they recommend, why do they recommend Snowbird? And this would click through and allow them to have content writers that would then get people that were already existing customers, but keep their loyalty by giving them important information. If I were to click through to that, that same card would generate what we call an overlay. And I know you've seen them a couple times, but this is an overlay a little bit different than the Hello World one, where we're actually interjecting graphics that are pretty dynamic, pretty interesting. In this case, they're branded with their logo and any information they want with a click through to their website. So you can start, grabbing some of that traffic away. Another one that they were very interested in doing, and again, this is not, Zappos would not be involved in this. But on the Zappos website, because I have a Skullcandy card installed, I could go to, woman pink shoes. Because Kristen always needs new shoes, right? Where's Kristen? She always says she needs new shoes. And by clicking on I wanted to show them that it doesn't necessarily need to happen on the front page. That you could drill down to a particular shoe and it'd be pink, and through the logic that we could introduce a product, pink headphones, to go along with your pink shoes. So there's an upsell opportunity. There's ability to get that share of wallet, people to buy a second pair of headphones based on the loyalty that they have with Skullcandy. The other thing that I wanted to show you, they were trying to do a deal with Costco, and at the same time wanted to extend their brand of the Skullcandy TV. They have a website where it's kind of like a YouTube for Skullcandy that allows them to introduce videos, extreme videos and stuff. So I was one of the first ones to put actual video into an overlay. So I was using a lot of existing tools that Kynetx already had. These are all codes that already exist. These are, the overlay, some of the annotation, these are all built in to the Kynetx app builder. So I was just retooling them, putting the content that I wanted inside of them. And this video then can actually play right there on Costco or where they want it to, pulling from their website. So, and then lastly, one that I wanted to show you, or that I was trying to explain to Skullcandy, is that you don't always have to do overlays. And the one I'm going to show you right now is where this whole extreme thing comes in. Competitor of theirs is Bose. And what I wanted to show them, that we can alter anything on the website. It doesn't need to be an overlay. If you're looking closely at this, do you see anything different that might be?
Bose too expensive.
Bose too expensive. And we have basically taken and generated a graphic that looks exactly like Bose, interjected it into the website. Now, again, a lot of you would go, I don't know about that. That's a little risky. That's a Bose going to come down on you. For their demographics and their audience, they felt that this may be acceptable. That they might be stealing traffic then from Bose, again, a high competitor, and click through to their website.
Wow.
Well, a CD order just gives it PR.
Exactly. One other one real quickly before I finish, another on the subject of video and adding video.
Are you done with the Skullcandy, or is that?
Yes.
Can I say something about Skullcandy?
Yeah.
And just interrupt here for a second, because one of the things that I think is maybe not apparent when you see this is my first reaction, because I'm a geek, and most of you are probably geeks too, is why would anyone install that thing? It's really annoying, and it shows me Skullcandy stuff all the time. Guess what? People who love Skullcandy, they're fanatics, right? They love this stuff. And it turns out they like it. We have evidence from other developers who are doing similar things, that people who are part of a community or feel like they're part of a community love this. So think about that when you're developing stuff, because you're a geek like me and you probably are thinking, I would hate that. There are a lot of people who wouldn't hate that. And in fact, it makes them feel connected. And in fact, there is an opportunity here, which it goes like this. What people have done, like Skullcandy in the past, is rented eyeballs, right? They would buy ads on Facebook or wherever. What they have an opportunity to do here is to still buy the ad, But instead of asking people to buy